Imagine you've been grinding hours on end in ArchMC Survival, building mega bases, selling stuff to the shop hundreds of times over, and stockpiling resources, only to log in one day to find it all gone. Well, this will soon be a reality for hundreds of players who think their stuff is safe. Hey, my name is Void, and I'm here to help clear up the confusion surrounding ArchMC Survival currently. If you enjoy my content, the sub would be really appreciated. Alright. So in a recent announcement, Bad Administrator announced that he will be resetting Survival to pave the way for an entirely new Survival server. Obviously, this presents some pretty glaring issues, especially for the grinders. Of course, I don't want to be one-sided here, and I'll try to show you guys both the pros and the cons of this reset. So let's get the cons out of the way first. It's pretty obvious to everyone that the biggest con is losing all our hard-earned stuff. Bad Administrator did mention that all the items you purchased with real money will be refunded to you in the form of credits. However, let me emphasize the fact that if you did not purchase the item directly from the ArchMC store for actual money, you will be getting nothing. No credits, no in-game currency when Survival reboots, nothing. And that's where my issue here starts. I get wanting to start from scratch, but I think that the players who have spent 30, 50, even 100 plus hours on Survival should at least be getting something for all that time that they've spent in the game. Trust me, if you take away all those players' stuff, it'll sap their motivation to spend more time on the server, and you'll be losing your top players as they see their empire crumble. Anyway, my personal experience with this is when I came back to the game about a month ago, and I noticed that my plots were cleared. Unfortunately, that included my base, which had all my good items, and I lost all of them. Especially, it was kind of frustrating after I thought all my stuff was safe because an admin had said Survival doesn't reset. The confusion right now seems to be killing the players. I would encourage everybody to read Bad Administrator's announcement after this video to hear the news straight from him. Bad Administrator did give us a warning that he was going to reset Survival last May. However, it was not really an official announcement, just a message in Discord. So I'm guessing 99% of players didn't actually see this. Also, at least as of last May, it doesn't seem likely that Bad Administrator will put a plugin in the game that will give players stuff in the new Survival world based on what they already have. Now, any devs are watching this, please at least consider some way of compensating players who've been playing your game for hours and hours. Maybe set up a system that gives players, let's say, $1,000 of whatever new currency per hour that they have in the old Survival world. Or maybe give them a unique set of armor or some cool cosmetic, which OG players will be able to flaunt around, flex a little bit. Alright, that's enough of that. It's now time to finally get to the good, and thankfully, I think this could be ArchMC's best project yet, which will skyrocket the already large existing player base. So, going off Bad's announcement, there's a lot to unpack here. It seems as though the devs are wanting to completely revamp Survival into a Hypixel Skyblock type of MMO, and honestly, I'm all for it. We'll be getting bosses, dungeons, reworked enchantments, and even nations, which will give Survival a faction-like feel. One of the best changes here is the ability of ArchMC's new servers to handle 1,000 plus players with little to no lag. If this actually happens, events will become much more fun because of the sheer numbers of players which will be able to take part at one time. We might even be able to stage giant battles involving hundreds of players on each side. The possibilities here really are amazing. However, there is a giant pitfall that ArchMC might fall into that could completely destroy Survival forever. And that is, you guessed it, pay to win. This is actually a pretty big topic they'll have to tackle in another video, but unfortunately, we've already seen the Survival we've got infected with these obnoxious pay to win items, making the game very hard to play if you don't spend any money, that is. Again, if any devs are watching this, please listen to the player feedback. Yes, I know you'll be making a lot of money short term if you make the new Survival pay to win, but you won't be making a lot of money a year from now when you lose your entire player base because you got greedy. Please, only sell cosmetic items so everybody has a fair chance and will have an incentive to grind and spend more time on your server. The devs avoid making ArchMC pay to win. This new Survival server could be the start of a great new era for ArchMC. So anyway, what do you guys think? And remember, if you want to see more videos and guides in the future from Minecraft servers, consider subscribing. I'm going to start uploading much more often, and hopefully I'll be able to add a little dose of anarchy to ArchMC.